It's about to get really strange in here because we're looking at weird print-on-demand products. Let's do it. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new here and we've never met before, my name's Kerry. Thank you so much for watching today. Let's dive in. Today we're gonna have some fun because we're looking at weird print-on-demand products. Now my first goal is just to make you laugh and enjoy this video, but my second goal is for you to open your mind a little bit as a print-on-demand seller and find some new opportunities. I encourage you to go out after this video, dig into the Shopify App Store just like I did, find some weird products that maybe you didn't know you could sell with print on demand and maybe experiment a little bit with them in your store. And I have to let you know before I show you the products that I went deep on this video. I went into the Shopify App Store, deep into the pages and pages of hundreds of print on demand providers to find some of the weirdest things I've ever seen that you can sell with print on demand. Some of them are really weird, some of them not so weird, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's get into our first product. Let's start off on the not so weird side with this all over print recycled scrunchie from Printful. Now, I had never heard of this before finding it and researching for this video, but it's pretty cool, right? It's a scrunchie kind of like you'd see in the 90s and it's cut and sew sublimation. It's got really good reviews. I think this is a really unique product that a lot of stores could probably add into their product selection, and at only $7.95 for like a custom printed scrunchie, I think it's pretty cool. All right, next we're looking at this app called Board Pusher. Now, I think some of you guys have heard of this. It's definitely not the weirdest product on this list, but I do think it's really cool, and I think there's probably a lot of people out there that don't know that you can do this. And I was kind of under the impression that you could only do print on demand with just kind of normal skateboards, but after looking at this Board Pusher app, there's actually some really cool options. So if we go over to the Board Pusher website, we can actually see all the different types of skateboards that they have. So they have a regular skateboard deck, the square nose, the longboard shape, which I know is really popular, a cruiser shape, and a retro rocket shape, this is just awesome. I think this is so cool. And I also found it interesting that they also sell custom printed grip tape. So you can do some custom grip tape in your store. I think this is really cool for a lot of brands, especially if your demographic identifies with this, with this hobby. It might be something you want to experiment with in your store. All right, this next one's getting a little more on the weirder side. They call it an umbrella. Now it's from this print-on-demand company called Plixpod, and when I went to their website, it's actually called Hoplix. And this is a anti-reflective sunshade for car windows. Now I get what it is, but it's just a weird product to do with print on demand. Now it seems pretty affordable, I think. And I think it could be cool for somebody, but I was just thinking like, especially this shape, looking at this shape, I mean, that looks like almost like it's probably just for the back seat, but it doesn't even really cover the entire window. So I don't know how useful this is, but maybe. Now I did look at this other company called Interest Print, which we're actually gonna talk about more in a minute, but I actually found out they have something similar. They have this car sunshade umbrella. It's only $14.99. This is actually a full car shade umbrella. Now, this isn't necessarily on the weird side, but I looked at this and wanted to bring it up because I just saw the other one on the other side. I think this might be a much cooler product to sell than the smaller one. And they actually have some pretty weird products in this category as well on Interest Print. The spare tire cover is pretty weird. The car seat belt cover is pretty weird. And this one, the car seat back seat organizer, and it's a 2-pack, I guess, for both seats. I mean, maybe it's something I haven't really heard of. Here's the small sunshade, and then they also have this sunshade down here, a little bit different, but that does look like it's for the windshield as well. So man, these are some interesting products from Hoplix and then Interest Print. I mean, what can you say? The next product is definitely on the weirder side, and it's also from this company called... Do you need an easy to follow guide to set up your Shopify print on demand store? If so, I want to give you my free 13-step Shopify cheat sheet, and you can get it completely free just by going over to shirtschool.com/cheatsheet. You'll enter your name and email, then you can download it right away. And what it's going to do is it's going to have step-by-step some things that you need to make sure you cover in your store as you're building it out before you launch it to the public. And then at the bottom of that cheat sheet, we're also going to give you some special links to our favorite tools and softwares that we use in our print on demand businesses. So if you'd like to get that cheat sheet, just go over to shirtschool.com/cheat sheet. Back to the video. The next product is definitely on the weirder side, and it's also from this company called Interest Print. This Interest Print company, they have a lot of weird products, but this one I found especially odd, but also kind of cool, and it's lunch boxes. And not only do they sell lunch boxes, but look at the selection of lunch boxes that they sell. Now, I had never heard of print-on-demand lunch boxes, but I guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, I think people would buy it, but look at this. They've got insulated lunch boxes, a few different kinds. They've got kind of a tote bag lunch box. They've got your more standard lunch boxes. They've got these kind of style. Then they've got a whole different style down here. I mean, lots of options for lunch boxes. And I was not aware of the lunchbox print-on-demand game, but definitely somebody out there needs to get into this game if you're not already. I also want to bring up one super popular product right now, especially on Etsy. This product is trending on Etsy, and I've actually been looking pretty hard for the last month or two to find a print-on-demand provider that prints this item specifically. So not so much on the weirder side, but more of a trending product. You'll see these all over Etsy, and that is the garden flag. So that is right here. You see it 36 by 60 at $23.99. You also see some smaller versions, 12 by 18, 28 by 40. These are super popular on Etsy right now. This is a flag you can stick in your front yard. You can do any kind of design on it. These are really cool, and I definitely think you should take a look at this product if you haven't already. And I've got one more on the list from Interest Print, and that is a table runner. Now, I thought this was really weird. I hadn't heard of this product with print on demand. We have a table runner in our house. It's not a print on demand. It's not like a custom printed one, but I just thought, man, that's a really odd product, but also kind of cool, something that people could probably sell. And as I researched a little bit more, I actually found this similar product in some more popular print on demand providers. So maybe it's not as weird as I thought, but I was like, huh, that's interesting. Next, I had to give this company a shout out, and I probably want to do a more detailed video on this company, but this company is called Pop Customs, and I wanted to shout them out because they have an incredible selection of reasonably priced, very well priced print on demand shoes. And I think if you're looking for a shoe provider, you should definitely take a look at Pop Customs. Now, I've seen them popping up in the App Store, in the Shopify App Store, but I wasn't aware that they were really focusing on this category until I really started diving in a little bit deeper. And as you go through here, you just see an incredible selection of print-on-demand shoes and slippers and all kinds of really cool stuff. I think this is so cool, and I hear people asking about this a lot. And so I encourage you to look at their product selection because it's pretty expansive and a lot of really cool options in here. And the weird product I wanted to point out from this Pop Customs company, I don't even want to say the name. All you Crocs people out there in the world, look what you've done. Look what you've done, print-on-demand Crocs. You should be ashamed of yourself. Next up on our weird print-on-demand products list from our friends over at Printify, ping pong balls. Now, I love playing some ping pong, but print-on-demand ping pong balls? Who's gonna sell that? I mean, somebody let me know if you've sold print-on-demand ping pong balls in your store. This is a 6-pack of custom printed ping pong balls for 12 bucks, and shipping is $12. I mean, what? Okay, next up is a product that is probably more sellable than ping pong balls. It's from a company called Lulu Express. They are a Shopify app that you can plug right in. And let me say, this company has amazing stuff. We've actually used Lulu for my wife to print some of her own novels that she's written, which has been really cool. So we have used Lulu Express a little bit, but this one I found especially kind of weird, but also cool, is cookbooks. And I was really shocked because they're really reasonably priced. So if you do cookbooks, you could have your own cookbook store or print your own cookbooks. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that would want to do this, make your own cookbook. You can literally sell these right in your print on demand, your Shopify store. But check out the pricing for you. Starting out with a paperback cookbook, $2.99 starting out. And we've got a coil-bound cookbook at $6.86, and then a US letter hardcover cookbook at $13.45. I think this is super cool. I think more people should be paying attention to this company called Lulu Express. Check them out because they do notebooks, they do actual books, they do all kinds of different stuff, calendars, photo books. You should definitely check them out. but I wanted to bring up cookbooks. Next, definitely one of the weirdest products on my list is this company called Shop 3D, 3D print on demand. I'll be fully upfront. I don't even know what 3D modeling, how it works. I don't know much about it. I'm just going off the cuff here, but I've seen this company come up in the Shopify App Store, and I think they're kind of gaining popularity. And so I wanted to show them on this video. Check this out. So we went into their website here and we go over to product, and they have all these different product categories. And basically, I guess what you do is you upload a 3D file, like some kind of 3D model, and they actually print that item. So for instance, if we go to like jewelry, which I don't know that they can spell jewelry right, Jewellery. We're just gonna go with it. But you can have, you can upload a file and they will actually print whatever your weird jewelry design is. Like the whole thing is custom, which is crazy. And I went over to like museums and galleries to look at this, and it's just wild. Like, look at what they offer, they can print. And these are print on demand. Like, you can install this in your Shopify store. You can sell statues of naked dudes in your Shopify store. I mean, look at this stuff. Does it get any more weird, but kind of cool as well? Like all these products, I look at them and I'm like, man, that would be a really unique store. Like this one here, like we play Settlers of Catan. Man, we could get some custom pieces for our Settlers of Catan games. I mean, I think this is cool, but also weird. And I don't even know how you would do it, but it sounds awesome. The last product on my weird print on demand products list, organic soaps. What do I say about organic soaps? So it's a company called Magic Organic Soap Supplier. And this is kind of similar to candles, to there's hand soap, different things like that. There's beauty products. So you're not selling like a custom printed soap bar. You see the soap bars that say like Dove in the middle. That's not what you're doing. You're actually just customizing the box, and you're kind of white labeling this organic soap to your store. So I get the concept. It's just a weird product, right? So anyways, let's go over to their website because I did find this pretty cool. This is actually their website here. And as we scroll down, what's cool is that they offer a bunch of different soap bars. You've got, all these different, you can see them there on my screen, all different kinds of soap bars, some different scents. Then you've got turmeric, you've got, charcoal, these different things, aloe. I think this is super cool. It's just also really weird. So, sell some soap bars. It's cool. Just do it. It's awesome. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this list today. I need to know in the comments, what is the weirdest print on demand product that you've seen or sold? I want to know all your stories. I want to hear about it. So make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know about your weird print on demand products. Also, like the video, just softly tap on that like button, and also consider subscribing to the channel because we put out new videos every week and we'd love to have you be a part of the family. So we'll see you soon.